A day in the life of Wauwatosa. Well, just, a lot of, I don't know if we've talked about this before, Paul. I don't know if we've talked about it, but a lot of, some people inquire as to why I live in Wisconsin. People assume, I don't know, some people go, I thought you lived in Nashville, or I thought you lived in LA. It's usually, for some reason, they think I live either in LA or in Nashville. And I don't live in either place, nor have I ever lived in either of those two places. The only places I've ever lived is Minneapolis, Stevens Point, Wisconsin, and Milwaukee/Wauwatosa, Wisconsin. And my whole idea that I didn't go elsewhere, because, you'd think, well, maybe more opportunities would be at hand if I would be in Nashville or at a music center. And, but my thing was I always wanted to have my own band, play my own jams. And so I stayed, my band got to be pretty popular back home. And so that was my insurance policy. I thought, hey, I could stay here, do forays out into the world, but my insurance policy is I can gig around town. People know who I am. I'll have kind of the big fish in the small pond thing, but yet, it's a town where you could actually play and make a little bit of money playing. If you live in Nashville or Austin or any of those places, it's you live there, but you need to travel elsewhere in order to make the real money. Especially now that the studio scene is not what it used to be. Let's put it that way. But that being said, so where I live back home in Wauwatosa, I love my area. It's glorious. I live in an old Victorian-ish house, 1908, and that whole area is from that particular vintage, late 1800s, early 1900s. And it's just a really cool little area. You can walk over great restaurants, and like the kids' schools are in walking distance. It's beautiful there. And a lot of people, now why can't I? Listen, I've been all over the doggone place, and every time I get home, I'm like, you know what? This is, there's a lot of great things about living there. No matter where you go, there you are, Paul, okay? Listen, people, and if you're happy in New York City, you're going to be happy wherever you are. You know what I'm saying? It's an inside job, as John Hyatt said. It's an inside job, baby, we worked it out. So I enjoy living there because, you get the feel of a big city, but without the headaches of the real big cities in terms of the traffic's decent, in terms of that. And, you get a fair amount of the national touring stuff and so on and so forth. So it's like and plus Chicago's, an hour and 15 minutes away. So there you have it. So anyways, a day in the life for me is, as I said earlier in a different video, I get up, I get the kids out the door, I go for strolls. But, I don't really, I don't golf. Paul, I don't golf. I don't golf, I don't bowl, and I don't party. So what do I like to do? I like to eat. And I like to play music and hang out with the kids and hang out with the wifey poo. And I like to go to art museums. I dig that. I'm into that kind of activity. I go to a lot of plays and stuff because my wife is a fan. My kids are all into theater, and they're in plays. So a lot of times I'm going to my kids' plays, and all that kind of stuff. But I like to eat. I have my favorite restaurants back home that I like to go to. I've been kind of a circuit. Paul, I've been kind of a circuit. Wauwatosa Pizza. If you're in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Wauwatosa Pizza, one of my favorite places. I go there at least once a week. I think I got a little bit of a problem. Their crust, the best. Found a Mexican establishment that is one of my favorites of all time. I refer to it as next level Mexican, if you will. And it's a place called the Chilango Express. My son and his girlfriend found it, and we went there. It's in a gas station of all places. 68th and Lincoln, ladies and gentlemen. Chili Rellenos, killer. The taco, everything. Their guacamole, ridiculous. The red sauce, I'm getting hungry. I'm starting to salivate right now just thinking about it. There's two different Indian buffets I like to frequent. We got the India Palace, and you got the India Garden. Those are my two moves, ladies and gentlemen. But there's now Bollywood, which is on the east side of Milwaukee, as well as Maharaja. Okay, now that you're getting into what I like to do, okay? I like to eat, okay? Sing a Thai for some tasty Thai, but I like to go to Isan as well when I can get over there. But there's a place called Dynamite. See what they did there? Order some of that. That's pretty doggone delicious. For diner food, where do I like to go? North Avenue Grill, ladies and gentlemen, Wauwatosa, Wisconsin. arguably one of the best burgers on the planet. Paul, one of the best burgers on the planet. Of course, there are other good burger places in Milwaukee. Some people like Sully's, that butter burger thing where the butter's dripping down. I'm not feeling it, okay? Not feeling it. But there's other places. AJ Bombers, delicious, okay? Delicious. Sobelman's, they do a good job with the burger. I'm just giving you the heads up. Cops used to be the move back in the day. Frozen custard, that's kind of a Wisconsin thing. Of course, now they have Culver's, which are all over the place. But frozen custard is a very Wisconsin thing. Okay, can you dig it? Am I giving you the insight of what I like to do? These are what I things to do. Like next week when I'm only home for a couple of days, I will undoubtedly go to Wauwatosa Pizza. Probably tomorrow night, I'll get some takeout. They know me. They know me when I'm coming in. They set me up. Not with free food, but I mean, they take care of it. So I'll probably end up going where, Paul? Chilango Express for a little luncheon feast. So damn delicious. So if I'm not playing guitar and hanging out with my kinfolk and doing what my wife says that we need to do around the house as you know, because teamwork makes the dream work. I don't know if you're aware of that. That's just not some rhyme scheme, okay? Paul, it's not just rhyme scheme. It's reals. Okay, it's the truths. You dig? All right, that's what I do. I eat. All right,